Hey everyone, Duxo70 videos here, and welcome to my last video in Club Penguin that I messed up because I wasn't recording my voice and I'm really annoyed. Okay, we'll just get on with the video because I need to kind of hurry this up to make sure it matches up well. So, let's begin. Oh, I closed the Word document. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this freehand. I'm gonna be basically telling my story of Club Penguin and what would have happened if I never found Club Penguin. So I guess we'll get into it. I'm sorry this video's gone a bit wrong and I really should have checked. You'll see in a second that I changed my outfit to show what my main outfit was, but we'll get to when it comes. So the story actually starts in, you can see on here what I was going to go through. You can see that my story starts in June 2011. It was like the end of year 6 and we had finished our SATs a few months before, so it's kind of like a bit hype, looking forward to secondary school, looking forward to the end of year 6, which is always a fun time. If you're British and you've been through that experience, you'll know what it's like. And so my friend has recently been telling me about this game called Club Penguin, mainly about the EPF and the card Jitsu and all these stories he tells me, like the missions, this popcorn explosion that happened the year before, kind of really attracted me. So, and yes, I thought, yeah, I'm gonna, join Club Penguin, and yeah, see, I'm changing my outfit now. And he also told me about card Jitsu and Sensei and these games you can play, and even showed me some stuff. I went out his house and watched Club Penguin, and it looked really fun. And so, yeah, I basically had to like beg my parents to play, and that took quite a few months, as you can imagine, because I didn't join until March 2012. But finally they gave in and let me join Club Penguin. But the next step was to come up with a penguin name. Now, I could have just gone for Duxo72, but I thought it'd be a bit weird since it's a penguin and not a duck. So I had to come up with a clever Club Penguin name, but this took a while. So we were hanging out before the park one day before school, like we always do, and I was standing on a seesaw, because I was a weird 11-year-old and that's on seesaws. I'm sure a lot of you have stood on a seesaw before. I can't be the only one. But yeah, so I had to come up with a Club Penguin name, and I was thinking, well, Club Penguin's slogan, which I don't think it's used too much nowadays, but it was definitely used at the time. My penguin name was Waddlemcgogo. My penguin name was, oh my god. Sorry. My penguin name is Waddlemcgogo because, first of all, waddle around and meet new friends is my first part of the name. But I mean, a lot of people named Waddles had to think of something a bit more clever for the rest of it. One of my teachers at school had actually Muck in his name, so I thought Muck, there we go, but my penguin needed a quote-unquote last name. So I thought how waddling was like moving and going somewhere, so I thought Go-Go, Waddlemcgogo, and so the penguin name was born. And yeah, so then the next thing was to join Club Penguin. So, a bit of backstory. Me and my friends, there were 4 of us, and we had this club called Computer Club where we would do anything computer related or video game related. And the 3rd of March 2012 was my turn. So me and my friends gathered around the computer. I had my membership all scratched out and ready. It's one of the only times I had a membership card, which I said before when recording this the first time, I really wish I kept, because that would have been a good memento. But I didn't, and I'm kind of annoyed about that. So yeah, we were all around the computer, coming up with my penguin name. It wasn't taken, of course, it's originally unique. But no. There we go, my look's completed and my throat's getting sore, that's annoying. So yeah. So my penguin wasn't originally going to be black. It wasn't black originally, that was around November 2012. My penguin colour was originally green. Now not the lime green, not the dark green, just green. I don't actually know when I show it, but I will at some point in this video. So my penguin colour was originally green, and basically I was just a naked penguin, but that hat to get the start. Because remember how the orange penguin used to say, "Welcome to Penguin. Here's a hat to start you off." And you know that red hat, which looks a bit like my baseball hat at the moment. So that was still that's what happened. And so the first thing I got was a green puffle named Cool Puff. Obviously, it wasn't a very original name, but my friends were like, "Oh yeah, get a puffle name, get a puffle first of all." And so I chose, of course, green because my favourite colour, which it was originally my favourite colour because of Ben 10 when I was 9-10 years old, but of course that's not the case anymore. And actually, when about to the recording, I am, but soon I'll show you the next part of the story. I guess we'll move forward a little bit onto my outfit that I'm wearing right now. That I actually started wearing that outfit in start 2013, and I did actually have an outfit before then, but I don't know, it wasn't as iconic. This kind of sucks my iconic outfit, which is the one I'm wearing for the last week of Club Penguin. And I actually had two versions. I had a summer version and a winter version. Oh wait, what am I doing now? Oh, I think I'm way ahead of myself. I think I was talking about my penguin name or something. My laptop fan's going. So yeah, that's my iconic outfit, as you can see. And in 2013, yeah, someone made a custom for me in the Club Penguin people. We'll get that later. So before I joined Club Penguin, I really wanted to watch some Club Penguin YouTube videos to kind of get an idea of Club Penguin and what it's been up to led up to that point, because I'm a bit of a history geek when it comes to video games for some reason. Oh, okay, I was talking about my friends and I was going to put a name, but I changed my mind. Yeah, so I'm way ahead of myself. So yeah, I'm kind of annoyed this didn't work out properly, but yeah, it's Monday. You can excuse me. It's Monday the 20th if you're interested when I'm recording this. So the next step was to find some Club Penguin YouTubers. So I obviously did the obvious thing, type in Club Penguin into YouTube and see what comes up. And the channel that first came up was Club Penguin Broadcast, which you most likely would have heard of them. It was a channel, I'm pretty sure it was run by Tazboy. And I'm showing my penguin colour now, am I? I don't know. And his friend The Flame, I think it was The Flame 12, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm showing my penguin colour. That's my penguin colour right there. That was my original penguin colour. So Tazboy and The Flame had a YouTube channel where they did silly little skits of Club Penguin. Sort of what I wanted to aspire to, but never ended up doing, unfortunately. One of the videos was actually a Minecraft video, which is interesting because we won't talk about Minecraft too much in this video. It's sort of related to the Club Penguin side for me, but yeah, we won't talk much about that. So one of their videos was a Halloween video where you got to pick your path, a bit like the Club Penguin Pick Your Path books, using annotations. Now, I always wanted to do this in one of my videos, but never got around to it, and annotations aren't going to be a thing anymore in May. So I can't really do that anymore now. So one of the special guests they had, and well, their channel had a lot of special guests, but this series, video, whatever, in particular, had a penguin called Grazer8. Now, his channel is of course called Grazer10, and I'm still subscribed to him for about the last 5 years. Now, but we're going to go back a bit. I'm sorry for the confusion. This is how my igloo pretty much looked like when I first joined Club Penguin. Because after I got my puffle, I got a lantern for my puffle, obviously green, and put it in the middle of my igloo, like I said in my 50 things video. So that was the first ever igloo. And I'm pretty sure I bought a bed for him after that. So yeah. So I found their channel. And so then I looked up Grazer10 on YouTube. So yeah, I go onto that. Oh yeah, but before that, also out in 2012, because I just looked from there, I remembered, the Club Penguin magazines also something that happened, which is more in real life relatable. My nan used to get them for me every month. That was always a joy. I looked forward to it. They actually had a section at the back called VIP penguin or something along these lines, and I always wanted to be a part of it. I was planning to enter into that and write to Penguin saying, hey, I want to be Penguin of the Month or whatever. I guess it's sort of like Penguin of the Month because this was a monthly magazine. It started January 2012, but since I joined in March 2012, that's the first one I got, and it was an EPF themed one. And yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah, I'm going to go back to my old igloo now, my other igloo. I wish I'd taken a print screen of all my Club Penguin igloos, but not all of them. So yeah, the Club Penguin magazine was good. There's actually a few community members I've found in those magazines, which is pretty funny. Like Pengy's in one of them, which is funny. So yeah, that happened. So back to the Greater 10 thing. So I found Greater's channel, and at the time he did walkthroughs with no voice, just music. And that's also around the time I found Club Penguin Memories, which is of course Trainman 1405's blog. So that's basically where I found all my Club Penguin info back in the day. They were both very active. Trainman had his blog, it goes to his YouTube channel, and I eventually would have found out that they were friends. So yeah. But Grazer didn't reveal his voice until September 2012, which I made a mistake the other day. It's not October, it was definitely September, because it's the full fair was on. It was, I think it was a Field Ops video, but I don't remember. But he put on, I actually thought his voice was like an airplane voice. I was like, hold on, what's going on? But no. But the whole time, I mean, a lot of people at the time were convinced he actually had a pretty deep voice. But that was just him when he was 15, 16 years old, trying to put on a deep voice. So that's kind of the story behind that. Can I scroll down without messing this up? Yeah, I can. I kind of move out of the way a bit at times because my puffles kind of land on top of me. But soon my purple dino puffle will land on me and I don't move. But anyway, yeah, so Grazer was kind of a big... I'm still subscribed to Grazer today, as I said. His channel's a lot different now, but it's still very Grazer. Still very Grazer. So I noticed that he actually, back when I was 12, I realised that he collabed with quite a few people in his Field Up videos. That was the main kind of things on his channel. He would like collab with people. Two of these people were Archioso, known for his deep voice and swearing, and Think Noodles, who was a lot different from Archioso, which is hence why they never really collabed. But yeah, but at the time Think was called Insiders Network. He was until 2013. I think there's like February, March he changed his name, 2013. I don't really remember. But yeah, I thought I gotta subscribe to some more Club Penguin people, and these two guys look good. And they were on the side of Grazer's channel. Archioso wasn't called Archioso. He was part of a channel with a few other people, but he was like the main guy. Wasn't it Club Penguin News 0 something? I don't actually remember. But yeah, that was that. I actually forgot that in the last bit. I added it in this time. So, Archioso I sort of was interested in, but it was mainly Think Noodles, as you can probably tell nowadays. Because now Think Noodles follows me, which is kind of, I think still think it's kind of insane, but I'm kind of used to it now, because he subscribed to me in 2006, no wait, 15. No wait, 6, no wait, no wait. It might have been 2000, okay, never mind, I'm just doing all that, But yeah, and I really, quite well, Grazer was my favourite YouTuber. Then Think Noodles kind of took over, because he changed the name Think Noodles, and then he did his, no wait, he was still Insiders Network at the time, he was from Insiders Network. He changed his name, no, after this, but he did a video called 500 Videos, and I kind of watched that video and thought, you know what, I actually really like Think Noodles, I'm going to say he's my favourite YouTuber now. So that's when Think became my favourite YouTuber, and that's pretty much what happened there. So yeah, I found Think in 2012, in case you're wondering. But what used to happen when I was younger is whenever I subscribed to a new YouTuber, I'd watch all their old videos. So for me, I subscribed to Think about a year after he made his YouTube channel. So it feels like I've been watching Think Noodles since he made that Insiders Network YouTube channel. Because before then, he was mainly doing blogs. So that's the story of that. So 2013, I had my new look, and I joined the Club Penguin wiki. I actually joined it on my birthday, but for some reason it still thought I was 12, even though I was now 13. So it wouldn't let me join, so I had to put my age. My birthday backwards by a year. Yes, so I put that I was a year older than I actually was because of this glitch. Thanks, Wikia. So I wasn't really active in the chat or anything. Oh yes, the other thing I got to mention, I'll go on that in a second. We'll take a break from YouTubers. But so my throat's getting really sore, so I'm gulping a lot. So yeah, I wasn't really active in the chat because there's of course a chat on there, which is still fairly active. Like whenever we go on the Club Penguin wiki, there's always at least 2 people in that Wikia chat. But I was really never that active. I edited a few pages, did joined in with some forum posts. There was people like Fossi Matty was the main guy I was interested in for some reason. I used to think he was some kind of cool celebrity. If any of you have ever been part of the Club Penguin wiki, you'll know what the heck I'm talking about. So yeah, someone made a custom. I don't actually remember who they were called, unfortunately, who made that custom. So I did actually have my custom as my profile picture for a bit on YouTube, and I had their name in the description, but I never actually remembered who it was, unfortunately. So I can't actually credit them. So I also found some other clipping on YouTube in 2013, which were 1999 Blue and Poochie. Now, Blue I found either the end of 2012, beginning of 2013. I think he was on the side of one of Fink and Grace's videos, that's how I found him. Or I saw him in one of Fink or Grace's videos. So that's that basically. And I remember going to some of his parties. He used to collab with this girl, I can't remember what her name was. She liked cats or something, didn't she? Now, if you've been subscribed to Blue for a long time, you probably know what I'm talking about. But she kind of disappeared off the face of the earth between me watching him on YouTube until I joined Twitter. But yeah, he used to hang out a lot with her, and there was parties and stuff, and I'm assuming he was on Twitter then, but I never actually knew that, so you know. Because I never really knew there was a Club Penguin Twitter, Club Penguin Twitter community until quite a bit after I joined. Even when I joined Twitter, I wasn't aware there was an actual major community. It took me ages to realise there was a big Club Penguin community. Like, I knew there's Club Penguin people, but I didn't realise the community was that big. But anyway, Poochie was the other person who also later moved on to Minecraft, mainly. He actually created a second channel called It's Poochie, where we did Club Penguin. So similar to Think Noodles, I actually found Poochie through Think Noodles because he was helping him with Minecraft when Think first started playing Minecraft. And so, yeah. So Poochie's videos were very interesting. I thought of him as an inspiration because he isn't much more older than me. And yeah, he was pretty much inspiration from a lot of my videos. Well, I'm not talking about my outfit again. Oh, I'm talking about, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'm about to show you my alternative winter outfit, because this is my summer one, and then I had a winter one, which I changed in 2014 to just have a summer one. I'm just scrolling down here. So, I think I'm catching up now, so that's good. I've kind of done it in this different order. I'm not structured as I was, but yes, it was that t-shirt. I think I'll go back onto, I'm going back onto Word. Yeah, so the other thing I did in 2013 was start my Club Penguin YouTube videos. It was the free series. I did 3 series. It was Card Duty Battles was my main one, I'd say, and then I also did Go followed by insert Club Penguin party here. So Go Puffle Party, Go whatever. I'm talking about Think Thursday instead. Never mind. I'm doing the wrong thing here. Yeah, so let's just move on to Think Thursday. What's the matter? So this is my Think Thursday igloo. My more recent one. I had a few Think Thursday igloos at the time, but I accidentally clicked on my puffle. But yeah, Think Thursday was like a major event for Think Noodles' channel. He actually made a second channel, as I said a bit about earlier, called Think Noodles 2, because a lot of the Minecraft people were like, ew, Club Penguin. Then the Club Penguin people were like, ew, Minecraft. You know, I mean, a lot of people who like Club Penguin like Minecraft, vice versa, blah blah blah. But yeah, because I'm not going to deal with that on my channel. So he made a separate Club Penguin channel where he did all his Club Penguin videos, and I think this was a really big event. I went to 13 in total, plus the 14th last one. And Fink said I was a regular Fink Fuzzy attendee, which made me feel really special. I'm like, oh my god, he remembered me. Although I did comment on the fact he remembered a lot of people, but yeah. So I guess, yeah, I'm guessing going back to talking about Club Penguin videos. So yeah, I had Card Dictionary battles, the like Club Penguin quote unquote walkthrough, and then I also had other stuff doing these tour videos where I'll just go wear my tour guide hat and do the tour videos, and yeah, it was a bit boring. But I ended up just doing that. I actually started a series called For the First Time, which basically I played a Club Penguin party or looked at the updates without looking on YouTube, any blogs, the wiki or anything. So it's going back to basically how I started playing Club Penguin before I started watching walkthroughs. And yeah, so I did that, those 3 series, and then moved on to what you see today, Duck Attempts and all those sort of stuff. Card Dictionary Battle was probably my favourite one, of course. That was really funny. You should go and watch some old Card Dictionary Battles. So they're not too bad. They're not too cringy. Just really bad quality. But I guess the commentary isn't that bad. So I don't even know what I was talking about at this point. Yeah, I think the next stage is that I moved on to Twitter. Not really much in 2014. I stuck to watching the same people. It was pretty much passive of what started in 2013. 2014 was just me continuing my videos. They were a bit better, but then I stopped doing the videos. My last video on my channel before I stopped on that massive break was a Minecraft video in September 2014 because I started my GCSEs, and also because there's a lack of motivation, and also a lack of motivation to improve my videos. But when I came back after my GCSEs, I was like, oh my goodness, I really miss it. And so I started really wanting to. My GCSEs finished, I was like, I really got to record again. And I finally did in July. And yeah, since then I've been doing YouTube pretty much regularly. I spent so much time on this video. I mean, what's the time now? It's like 13 past 12. So, you know, I'm also going to eat after this. So yeah, then I found the Twitter community. As I wasn't aware there was a Twitter. Well, I joined Twitter. Now, as I said in my Q&A, I didn't really join Twitter for the Club Penguin community or any really particular games, to be honest. It was only so I could interact with YouTubers, because 2014 Fink's Lab started. Grazer started, you know, asking for stuff on Twitter. So I thought I should probably join Twitter so I can be a part of these things. So I still had no idea there was a Club Penguin Twitter community, or any big community really, apart from YouTubers based ones. I didn't really care about that. So I joined Twitter, and I was quite quiet in 2015. On my first day, my first couple of days got out 10 followers. My first followers included Trayman and Chris Glydian, and yeah, I only really had four people I really interacted with. One was Pengy, or Peng50GI. I used to interact with him a lot. He was one of those big shot people that, you know, when you like join Twitter, or you know, new to community or not big community, you'll try to interact with some of the bigger people. Yeah, that's basically me. The second person was, I'm going to that now. The second person was Iranium, if I'm pronouncing your name right. I think that's kind of an inside joke between us now, probably, because back in the day I used to complain about how your name changed often, about how I couldn't pronounce it or whatever. But at the time he was called Osenary, and he was one of my close friends, I'll say. The third person was Flash B, who, when I said to him, "Oh, I'm following you again," he's like, "Who? Wait, what?" He probably didn't remember me, which I don't blame him for. But I used to interact with him a lot, apparently. And the last person was, I play chess, which I think is called Skipper on Twitter now. I used to interact with him quite regularly. No, there was one more guy. There was one more guy who I hadn't mentioned before. I used Sam J, I think, yeah. I think I used to interact with him a lot. But apart from that, I didn't really talk to many people on Twitter. I mean, much more now. So yeah, 2015 I was pretty quiet. Found a few clipping lots, found a few more channels, you know, bit of this, bit of that. But it was more in 2016 it really started. People started noticing me at that point. I think I actually remember when I got 100 followers. I don't actually remember. I think it's October. No, it might have been like October 2015. I got, yeah, because yeah, I joined for the 16th of March. 15th of March. I've been talking for way too long. I've lost my track of thought. May 16th, 2015, around 8 p.m. There we go. I've talked about that for my Q&A, but I'm just saying for this video. But yeah, I mean, it takes me a while to start off, and of course my followers kind of stuck at the moment. As I talk about a lot, but 2016 it really started. People started to notice me a lot more, and I was a bit like bewildered. I'm bewildered a lot more now, probably even more so than I was then. I don't know. It's just really weird. It's kind of got to me recently, as you can tell, as I talked about before. But we won't do that anyway. So yeah, my first Club Penguin party I hosted in April 2016. It really didn't go that well. Only a few people came. Then I hosted one in summer 2016. A lot more people came. And I was in my 50 things video. I put it up on YouTube, but it got copyright notices, so that was an issue. Hold on, I was just putting some stuff on my lips because my lips are incredibly dry this time of year. I sound like really incredibly dry this time of year. Or I don't know. I'm sorry, I really am losing it, aren't I? So yeah. I guess we'll quickly go through. I'm kind of behind again. What would have happened if I never found Twitter? Club Penguin. Well, mostly I wouldn't have found you guys. But that's obvious. YouTubers wise. I wouldn't have found Fraser. I wouldn't have found Fink. Although I may have found Fink through Dan TDM, because Dan TDM was introduced to me by my sister. But I probably wouldn't have still been playing Minecraft. But we won't talk too much about that. But yeah, but Minecraft wasn't introduced to me by the Club Penguin people. It was actually introduced through, not really family, but in real life ways more than online. But I kind of got motivated to play Minecraft more through these YouTubers, so I might not still be playing that. But yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't have found you guys, wouldn't have found any of those people. I might have found Martin, because I found Martin through Stampy, and I found Stampy through Squid. I found Squid from my sister. Well, my sister watched both Stampy and Squid, but I subscribed to Squid first, and then Stampy, who led me to Martin. So I would have found Martin, don't worry guys, but you wouldn't have known I existed, would you? I probably wouldn't have still be doing YouTube. So, you know, as this video ends off, because I'm getting to the end of the timeline now, just thank you to those 3 fans that found Club Penguin for kind of making us who we are, and for me, letting me find these people who have kind of inspired me and motivated me, and yeah, everything, because I don't know where I'd be without Club Penguin, or where any of us would be. None of us would have met each other. So now Club Penguin's closing in 8 days as I'm recording this, but I'll upload this at the weekend. But so bye Club Penguin, and bye Waddlemcgogo, and I will see you guys on iSuper, bit of Free Penguin and Club Penguin written, but as Duck072. And I will miss Waddlemcgogo and all these memories I've had. And now we're going to have some sad music and kind of a look back at all these memories and screenshots. And I will see you guys soon. Goodbye. And waddle on. Sometimes I wish I could just go back in time and do it all again from the moment I stepped into this world right the way up till now, because there was some good times. I mean, there were some bad times too, but I think the good times make up for it. There were many good times on this game. It may have just been a little game to start with, but it built up a very strong community. But now this community can either go one of two paths. And that's kind of a shame, but at the end of the day, when we were all together, making those memories, we thought we were just having fun, and it was a blast. And I never really expected to say anything in this part of the video, but after editing this and looking back and listening to this sad music, I kind of thought I had to say something. So thanks to Penguin, thanks to the people who made it happen, and thank you to the community for showing that we can be a community. Even though I may have doubted you in the past, I'm looking forward to see what's next on this journey, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Twitter, and whatever relationships and friendships may come my way. So thank you for everything and being a great bunch of people. It's definitely been an interesting ride, and just it's kind of weird and crazy thinking this little game can make a lot of difference in the world. All good things must come to an end, but now it's time for a new beginning.